Good morning. This is Frank Irogwin, and we are in front of the Malheur County Sheriff's Office with Sheriff Brian Wolfe and Undersheriff Travis Johnson. Now, don't we look like three banditos? You know, I was just thinking, I would never have even considered approaching the sheriff's office looking like this, but for present circumstances. It is what it is. But, you know, we started out this with words of encouragement. And then we finally figured out that, you know, rather than just our words, maybe we should look to the community, to various parts of the community, as to what their words might be, as well as what's going on in our community, because now we entitled it, We Are Indeed Walking Together. And starting, we're interested, particularly with regard to law enforcement, from where you're at, walking in Vail, what has been some of the biggest challenges that you faced as of late? I'll just step off this way.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to be here. So some of the challenges in Vail, especially with COVID-19, has been trying to understand what's factual and what's not. There's so much information, pro and con, if you will, in reference to COVID-19. We have concerns with people that especially are vulnerable children that are in abusive homes, because typically they're able to get out to a school, and that's where a lot of those situations are reported. And since we haven't had a lot of school contact with these children since last March, we're really concerned about those children. Fortunately, most of them are able to go back to school a couple days a week now, and so I think that's beneficial. But I think the biggest challenge has been the information and trying to navigate through that with the citizens of Malheur County.
I would agree. I think that's probably been one of the biggest challenges for sure, is the misinformation and getting accurate information, and the politicization of COVID-19. But I would also say, back to our children, for me, watching these kids, especially high school kids, seniors last year and this year, being able to keep them motivated and uplifted and upbeat when they don't know what school's going to look like, where to go, how to find a job. The challenges that are facing our youth, especially in that high school, early college years, it's just tremendous. And trying to keep those kids motivated is very difficult.
Well, in spite of all of these challenges, what have the two of you been particularly proud of in this time of kind of dysfunction and unrest?
Since I have the mic, I get to go first this time. I think something I'm proud of is our community as a whole. As you look around the country and watch the news and see the unrest, the uneasiness in people, and I still feel like there's some uneasiness here in our community, but people keep putting one foot in front of the other. Generally, the majority of people really try to do what's asked of them to keep our businesses open, to keep people safe. Whether they agree or not, they are trying to be good neighbors. And to me, I'm proud of our people here.
I would have to echo that. I'm very proud to be able to live and work in a county and communities that people will always, in Malheur County anyway, will always do the right thing. Even if maybe they don't agree with some of the political aspects, when all the talk was going around, and still is actually going around, about defunding law enforcement. You cannot believe how many people came into the sheriff's office bringing donuts and goodies or gift cards for our team members here. And then just community-wide, the numbers of people we see out helping each other, checking on their neighbors, checking on those who are at risk or may need something. And it just makes you proud to live in a community of such.
Well, sounds like from what you are seeing, we really are walking together as a community. So other than having all of this over with, what are you looking forward to?
Well, as you alluded, we are looking forward to 2021. I was once told, never wish your life away, but yeah, that'll be nice. On a serious note, just moving forward, making the best of whatever we're dealt with, whatever the situation is, making the best of it, and then trying to be just a little better tomorrow than we were today, whatever that takes.
I'm looking forward to high school sports.
Well, yeah.
I miss that, something terrible, and some normalcy for the kids, but it also brings normalcy to us as adults and us as parents to be able to go to some of those activities that are a source of pride and joy for us, to see our youth learning, growing, and succeeding in the things that they're competing in. And not just sports, but the other activities that come with FFA and ag and auto. Those are all sources of pride to me, to see our kids doing these things, and I enjoy seeing those. And hopefully also a music and band program soon. Right?
Yes, definitely. You get up in the morning, and particularly being right on the leading edge of whatever is taking place in the community, you never know from day to day what you're going to encounter. Now, when you get up in the morning, what is it that really gives you personally hope? What do you look forward to?
I don't know if it's hope, but my wife tells me what I got to get up and get going and doing, so it gives me some motivation. No, she does give me hope. She keeps me grounded, and that's a tough question, and it's one I wish I had a few minutes to think about. There are a lot of things that give me hope. One is family. For sure, being able to get up and be that example to my wife and my kids and show them even difficult times that we have to keep going. I'd also say I find hope in Jesus Christ every day. He overcame the world so that we could find some peace, and sometimes that's hard to keep in perspective, but it is something that when there's no peace here on earth or around us, if we take a minute to remember Jesus and his sacrifice, it gives me hope that maybe one day everything's going to be all right again.
I would agree with the Undersheriff on that. Also, it gives me great hope when I get to rub shoulders with the people of our communities. And when I say our communities, I mean of the Treasure Valley. There are just good people here, willing to sacrifice and to care for their neighbors and their families, and that gives me great hope.
Well, thank you to both of you, and I just want to echo from all of us. We do truly appreciate what you do, and the fact that whenever we have a need for you, that you are there for us. So again, walking together all of us from the sheriff's office signing off for today, and join us again next week. God bless.
Thank you.